Hi and welcome! In November 2021, I and my little family left Stockholm and moved 750 kilometers up north to a tiny forest village in Västerbotten. Today I'm going to talk about how everything has been and what I'm currently doing. But first I want to make a comment on the drawing shown in the video. This week I procrastinated drawing several days since I felt a huge wall of an obstacle to take my pencils out. And it also shows in the drawing. It's definitely not my best work. I totally lost my patience and rushed through half of the drawing. I was really sloppy. But I think it's important to show failed attempts as well as good ones, since it's a big part of the way to success as an artist. Now back to today's topic. When we moved, I was on maternity leave for 6 more months and therefore had a lot of time with just spending with family and household chores. I was not creating much, just a little bit here and there, but restarted my old YouTube channel with the videos starting over at 40 as a way to push myself to create more. And that is something I really love to do. Create paintings, drawings and videos. I posted videos about every other week for a few months, made some art but not very much. The goal of the year was to create a pet portrait for each of my parents and siblings, and I managed to succeed even if it took the whole year. 2022 was the year I relearned how to drive a car and started to think it was actually pretty fun, except for the ice tracks during winter and the fear of hitting a reindeer, of course. Living in the forest, it's essential to be able to drive a car. It's our only means of transportation. And having a car of my own is such a freedom. I bought an older used car and it has worked pretty well, even if it's had to be fixed by a mechanic 3 times already. But I like it. It takes me from point A to point B. But back to spring of 2022. When the snow vanished, everything turned green. And we started growing tomatoes and cucumbers, first indoors and eventually they were put out into our little greenhouse. I did not have green fingers, but fortunately my fiancé remembered to take care of them way more often than I did. During this time my maternity leave ended and I got a part-time job as a cleaner, which, to be honest, didn't go very well. I was stressed out by going to all these different places all the time, and because of the lack of sleep I currently had, I started to get some pre-psychotic symptoms. I was admitted to the hospital for a night, quit the job and slept better, and I felt fine again. But of course I needed a job, and I kept on applying for all kinds of positions. Summer was absolutely wonderful. Our garden was bursting with greens, flowers, weeds, fruit and berries. We went on walks and little trips through the village in the golf cart. We had visits from my southern family from Blekinge, which was so much fun. We now live about 1250 kilometers from them, so it's quite the trip to take. And the days goes by so fast when they're here, but we experience nature a lot, hang out and just talk and play with our boy. He's always the center of attention, of course. Summer turned into autumn, and in October I got a temporary job as a traffic for 3 months, which simply put is administration of digital ads on various websites. I loved that job, and I had a wonderful colleagues that made it extra fun to go to work every day. It was a long commute, but I used it with listening to various podcasts which made the ride enjoyable. However, the long days away from home drained me of energy and dimmed my creativity, so I did almost nothing creative. I also stopped making videos. But the job ended on the last of December, and since then I've been looking for another position. I started creating again and made a new plan with a 12-week year system. Finally, I was both drawing, painting and making videos again. Last week I got enrolled in sort of a work market program through the Swedish employment agency, and now I have stuff to do all day long with lectures, education and different sort of tasks. But I try to do some creative work at night when my son has gone to sleep, even if it's not as much as I had planned with a 12-week year. I'm a bit behind on the Evolve assignments, since my main focus is to create a portfolio of animal drawings so that I'll eventually be able to start taking commission work or sell original artwork and prints. The end of the Evolve program is for me years ahead, considering my speed of completing assignments. And I want to be able to start making money from my art within this year. In the meantime, I need a regular job to be able to support myself and my family, but I'm also planning ahead to the goal of starting a small business. Last year I thought I would have come further by now, but due to lack of planning and energy, that has simply not been the case. And that's totally fine. I'm simply human and I have my issues from time to time. But now I'm getting back on track and I think everything will turn out well in the end. Right now I'm looking forward to creating more art and videos, springtime with gardening in our greenhouse, and watching our son growing and developing. He's the light of my life, and he's a wonderful and willful little person who makes us smile and laugh every hour of every day. Being his mother is so fulfilling, and I'm truly thankful that we finally got our child. How are your plans for the year going? Are you creating something? Please feel free to leave a link to your YouTube channel or Instagram in the comments, so that we may take part of your special journey as well. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye!